Have you ever noticed how some women seem naturally attracted to certain men? It's not a coincidence. Female attraction follows specific patterns that few understand. For years, I've observed how small changes in male behavior can spark a magnetic interest in women. Today, I will reveal proven techniques that will help you become naturally more attractive without games or manipulation, simply by understanding and applying fundamental principles of female psychology. The psychology of absence reveals fascinating secrets about how to awaken female interest. When we talk about creating distance, we are not suggesting manipulation, but rather a deep understanding of emotional dynamics. Imagine absence as a delicate instrument capable of resonating intense and unexpected feelings. Women are naturally attracted to men who are not constantly available. This strategy does not mean completely ignoring, but rather demonstrating that your life is rich, complex, and independent. By creating space, you awaken a woman's natural curiosity, making her want to learn more about you. The secret lies in balance. A man who completely disappears will be forgotten, but one who manages his presence intelligently becomes an interesting mystery. Think of absence as a subtle whisper echoing in her mind, creating an emotional tension that naturally makes her want to get closer. The key is not to seem inaccessible, but to demonstrate that you have purpose, ambitions, and a life that transcends any momentary relationship. When a woman realizes that you do not rely on her emotionally, her attraction increases exponentially. This dynamic works because it taps into primitive instincts of pursuit and challenge. Women are drawn to men who represent security, but also mystery. A predictable man quickly becomes uninteresting, while one who maintains a certain degree of unpredictability sparks genuine interest. It's not about creating a psychological game, but about cultivating a stance of authenticity and self-awareness. Your absence needs to be natural, born from a truly interesting life and not a calculated strategy. The more you invest in your personal growth, the more you will naturally create that attractive distance. The art lies in doing this subtly, without seeming intentional. Your life must speak for itself, showing that you are busy pursuing goals, expanding horizons, and constantly developing. This stance naturally awakens the desire to be close, to know more, to understand who you are. Remember, absence does not mean abandonment, but rather appreciation. When you demonstrate that your energy and time are precious, you naturally become more desirable. The woman will start to see you not as someone available, but as a prize to be won. Identifying the elements that make a true relationship requires a deep understanding of emotional dynamics and shared values. Before any distancing strategy, it is essential to evaluate the quality of the existing bond. Not every connection deserves your emotional investment, and recognizing this is an act of wisdom and self-care. The true connection transcends momentary physical attraction. Seek to identify compatibility in essential values, alignment of purposes, and mutual respect. A genuine relationship sustains itself through a complicity that goes beyond the superficiality of first impressions. There are clear signs that reveal the depth of a relationship. Observe how she reacts to your challenges, if she shows genuine support during tough times, and if she truly shares her dreams and vulnerabilities. Emotional reciprocity is the best thermometer to evaluate whether it is worth investing energy. Women with emotional maturity understand the importance of this authentic connection. They do not seek just a partner, but a journey companion. Therefore, your strategy should not be simply to conquer, but to be genuinely conquerable through your integrity and life purpose. If you notice fundamental misalignments, the best decision may be to recognize that not everyone needs to be together. Respecting these boundaries demonstrates self-awareness and emotional maturity, traits that are extremely attractive to any woman with depth. The art lies in understanding that not every attraction results in true connection. Some relationships serve as learning experiences, paving the way for more meaningful bonds. Your ability to discern and choose relationships that add value, not diminish it, will be your greatest differentiator. Value your energy. Do not waste time trying to win over someone who doesn't recognize your worth. A woman who truly cares will see your essence, understand your complexity, and be willing to walk alongside you, not just behind or in front of you. The pursuit is not for control, but for genuine connection. Your mission is to be so interesting, so complete, that any approach is a mutual choice, not dependence or manipulation. This is the true art of meaningful relationships. Creating space represents much more than simply being physically absent. It involves developing a sophisticated strategy that sparks female interest through an intelligent and natural approach. When you demonstrate that you are not constantly available, you provoke a curious dynamic in the female emotional universe. Communicating this unavailability goes beyond sporadic texts or calls. It involves body language that conveys confidence and purpose. Your posture needs to reveal that you are busy building a meaningful life, not just waiting to be chosen. A sense of urgency arises when a woman realizes that your attention is not guaranteed. This does not mean being rude or indifferent, but rather showing that your time and energy are valuable. Imagine yourself as a scarce and desirable resource, not as something disposable or always accessible. The art is in creating subtle moments of connection followed by strategic periods of distance. This alternating movement generates fascinating emotional tension. She will begin to wonder about your thoughts, your activities, your life. Curiosity will transform into a powerful fuel for interest. Your communication needs to be intentional and spaced out. Do not respond immediately to every message. Show that you have a life filled with purpose and experiences. When you do respond, be concise, interesting, and leave room for her imagination. The goal is not to manipulate, but to reveal your true essence. Interesting men are those who do not exclusively depend on female approval to feel complete. Your emotional independence will be your greatest allure, creating a natural magnetism that arouses the desire to pursue. This technique works because it touches upon primitive instincts of attraction. Women are naturally attracted to figures that represent security, mystery, and purpose. By creating this space of longing, you transform into a stimulating challenge, something that sparks curiosity and the desire for closeness. The key lies in the balance between presence and absence. Too far away, you will be forgotten. Too close, you will lose your charm. The secret resides in that fine line where mystery meets genuine connection, making her naturally want to be closer to you. The importance of personal value transcends any conquest strategy. Your worth is not in pleasing or being accepted, but in deeply understanding who you are and what you deserve. Truly interesting men do not beg for attention. They earn it through their integrity and life purpose. Personal dignity begins with self-awareness. It means understanding your qualities, limits, and potentials without relying on external validation. When you genuinely value yourself, you transmit a magnetic energy that naturally attracts people around you. It's not about arrogance, but about genuine confidence built from personal investment. Developing self-esteem requires consistent internal work. It means investing in education, physical and emotional health, expanding professional horizons, and nurturing healthy relationships. Each small achievement strengthens your self-worth, creating an aura of attractiveness that transcends mere physical aspects. Self-valuation also implies setting clear boundaries in relationships. You do not need to accept crumbs of attention or relationships that do not fully respect you. Truly interesting women will recognize and appreciate your stance of self-determination. Practicing self-care is essential in this process. This means investing in your appearance, mental health, professional development, and personal growth. When you demonstrate that your life is rich and meaningful, you naturally become more attractive and desirable. Your energy should communicate that you are a choice, not an option. Men who understand their own worth do not beg for attention. They earn it through a purposeful, fulfilling life. Genuine attraction arises when you present yourself as someone complete, independent of external validations. Remember, healthy relationships are built between two people who mutually respect each other. Your worth does not diminish if someone does not recognize it. Rejection does not define your essence. It merely signals incompatibility. Keep investing in yourself, focusing on your personal growth. The journey of self-valuation is continuous and requires courage. It means being willing to know yourself deeply, confront vulnerabilities, and constantly evolve. When you embrace this mindset, you become naturally attractive, not by manipulative strategies, but through your authenticity and inner strength. Indifference emerges as a delicate tool in the realm of relationships, not as a manipulative game, but as a smart way to preserve emotional integrity. When a woman does not show genuine passion, the stance of distance can reveal much about her maturity and self-esteem. Indifference does not mean complete coldness, but a conscious posture that clearly communicates your value. It's like a subtle whisper that says, "My life does not revolve around you." This attitude evokes natural curiosity because it breaks expectations of immediate and unconditional availability. Demonstrating indifference requires refined balance. It is not about completely ignoring, but rather showing that your existence is rich and meaningful, regardless of her presence. Your energy needs to convey calmness and security, not drama or resentment. The secret lies in the authenticity of this stance. Women quickly perceive artificial strategies. Therefore, your indifference must naturally stem from your personal growth, your projects, and your ability to be comfortable with yourself. Communicating this indifference happens much more through your behaviors than through words. Your body language, life choices, and personal focus will speak much louder than any direct explanation. The less you explain, the more intriguing you will become. True indifference arises from profound self-awareness. It means understanding that your happiness does not depend on external validations. When you truly embody this principle, your energy transforms into a magnetic field that naturally awakens interest. It is important to note that this approach is not suitable for toxic or manipulative relationships. It is a tool for personal growth, where you learn to value your essence and establish healthy emotional boundaries. By practicing conscious indifference, you reveal emotional maturity. You are not playing games. You are simply choosing to invest your energy in experiences that truly complement you. This attractive stance naturally arises when you comprehend your own worth. The key lies in tranquility. There is no need to prove anything. Just continue your journey with integrity. Truly interesting women will be drawn to this authenticity, to this ability to feel good about oneself, regardless of external approvals. Building an attractive life is not an exercise in personal marketing, but a deep commitment to individual growth. When we talk about attractiveness, we go beyond likes on social media or physical appearance. It is about cultivating a rich, meaningful, and authentic existence that naturally sparks curiosity and interest. Your life purpose needs to be more powerful than any conquest strategy. Truly interesting men are those who consistently invest in their personal, professional, and emotional evolution. It means constantly expanding horizons, learning new skills, and challenging their own limitations. The construction of this attractive life begins with profound self-awareness. What are your dreams? What challenges are you willing to face? Your journey needs to be so fascinating that anyone naturally wants to be part of it. It's not about impressing, but about being genuine in your quest for growth. Developing authentic interests is fundamental. Learn a new language, engage in a challenging sport, study music, explore different cultures. Each experience adds layers of complexity to your personality. Women are naturally attracted to men who demonstrate passion and commitment to their personal development. Your social network does not need to be a portfolio of achievements, but an organic reflection of a life in motion. Share moments that represent your growth, not just the results. The process of evolution is much more interesting than any momentary trophy. Cultivate meaningful relationships beyond the romantic sphere. Deep friendships, inspiring professional connections, and healthy family ties communicate emotional maturity. Your ability to build true bonds will be a powerful differentiator. Invest in your physical and mental health. Working out, meditation, therapy, reading, all are components of this construction. A strong body, a balanced mind, and a curious spirit form the tripod of a truly attractive existence. Remember, the goal is not to create an artificial persona, but to reveal your most authentic essence. When you truly live intensely, without the need for external validations, your energy becomes a natural magnetic field that attracts interesting and meaningful people. Indirect influence represents a sophisticated strategy to awaken interest without appearing desperate or manipulative. On social media, your life needs to tell a fascinating story that naturally sparks female curiosity. It's not about posting artificial content, but revealing authentic fragments of a dynamic and meaningful existence. Imagine your social media as a trailer of your life, not as a commercial. Each post should convey energy, purpose, and personal growth. A photo from an interesting talk, a travel snapshot showing horizon expansion, a moment of professional achievement, all this communicates much more than direct words. The key lies in subtlety and genuineness. Intelligent women quickly notice content created merely for impressing. Your indirect communication needs to stem naturally from your developmental journey. Share moments that represent your values, challenges overcome, and significant connections. Your digital presence cannot seem calculated, but organic. Use stories and posts to show that your life is rich in experiences, not poses. A record of a personal project, a moment of learning, a deep reflection. These elements create an attractive profile that sparks genuine interest. The attraction algorithm works beyond likes and comments. It's about transmitting an energy of constant growth. When you demonstrate that you are evolving, building an interesting personal narrative, you naturally become a magnet for curious and inspiring people. Do not underestimate the power of digital nonverbal communication. Your posture, content choices, and how you present yourself online communicate much about your essence. A profile that conveys security, purpose, and authenticity will be infinitely more attractive than any forced conquest strategy. Remember, the goal is not to create a character, but to reveal your true journey. Truly interesting women will be attracted to this authenticity, to this capacity for continual development and horizon expansion. Your life needs to be so fascinating that any approach becomes an act of genuine curiosity, not manipulative strategy. Indirect influence, when practiced with integrity, becomes a powerful connection tool. Do not seek to attract attention. Let your essence naturally awaken the interest of those who truly align with your energy and purpose. The transformation of your personal journey reaches its peak with the understanding that each strategy presented is not a rigid manual, but an invitation to profound reflection on relationships. Your mission now transcends conquest techniques. It represents an ethical commitment to yourself. Each shared insight aims to empower you to build authentic connections based on mutual respect and individual growth. The true secret is not in tricks, but in the ability to become genuinely interesting, balanced, and secure in your own essence.